guys. We are going to read the story The Gingerbread Girl. You may remember the sad story of the gingerbread boy. He ran away from the lonely old woman who begged him, as well as many other hungry characters. He dashed through life. It was ended in one greedy gulp by a sly fox pretending to help him cross a river. This was the story of his younger, wiser sister. A full year had passed since the lonely old woman and the lonely old man lost their gingerbread boy to the devious fox. They were even lonelier than before. "Let's bake again," suggested the old man one morning. "But what if the same thing happens?" cries the old woman. "I couldn't bear the loss." "Let's make a girl this time and decorate her with candies. Surely a sweet little girl wouldn't run away," answered the man. So they mixed up the dough, rolled it, and cut it out. They dressed it with as many candies as they could fit, completing the cookie with an amazing hairdo made of licorice wisps. "She is sweet," gasped the woman as she slid the cookie sheet into the oven. While the lonely old woman and the lonely old man stood watch by the oven, they talked, remembering the gingerbread boy's short life. He never should have run away. He never should have trusted that fox. As the new cookie baked, her mind woke up and she heard everything. Sweet or not, she thought, things will be different this time. When it was time for the cookie to be done, the old woman carefully, ever so carefully, cracked open the door to peek. Bam! Out jumped the gingerbread cookie, running toward the door. The little old woman screamed, "Stop! Stop!" and the little man came running. But the cookie was already out the door and headed to the same path her brother had traveled. "Here we go," whispered the gingerbread girl. The man and the woman chased her, but she sang, "I run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." As the gingerbread girl dashed through the paths, she came across a group of farmers working in the fields. The aroma of fresh-baked gingerbread caught their attention. "Wait!" The hungry farmers shouted and began to run after the gingerbread girl. She laughed and she called, "Hey farmers, don't bother. Like my brother, I'm fast. Run all you want, but I've learned from his past. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Farther down the road, a pig came into view. As the gingerbread girl grew closer, her candy sparkled in the sunlight. The pig squealed with joy and tried to take a bite, but the gingerbread girl was just too fast. She leaped over him singing, "I can leap past Piggy like all the others. This story will not end like that of my brothers. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." On down the path, she came upon an artist. "A masterpiece good enough to eat," the artist whispered, and reached out to scoop up the gingerbread girl. With some fancy footwork, the gingerbread girl zipped past him, laughing. "I can outrun the artist like I outran the pig. I am one smart cookie despite this wild wig. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Farther along, the gingerbread girl passed a cow and her calf who mooed happily. "Mama, I want a cookie to go with my milk." But when the cow tried to catch the gingerbread girl, she soon found out that running beside, listening to the gingerbread call, "Chase me if you want, I'm faster than you, although you have 4 feet and I've only 2. I'll run and I'll run and I'll leap in a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Up ahead, a dog walker crossed the path with 3 dogs. The dogs barked happily, seeing a tasty treat headed their way. But as the gingerbread girl sped past, the group was soon in line with the others, hearing, "You're joining the chase, the more the merrier. But no one can stop me, not hound, not terrier. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl." Now the path ran past a school. The children were out for recess, feeling quite hungry. Shouts for "Cookie" were heard across the playground. The gingerbread girl waved to them all as she joined the chase with their teachers, and she sang, I know that it's snack time and you'll want a sweet. Come follow along and you'll soon have a treat. I'll run and I'll run with a leap and a twirl. You can't catch me. I'm the gingerbread girl. That gingerbread girl's sassy. Finally, the gingerbread girl came to the same river her brother had tried to cross. When who should be waiting for her but that same devious fox? Hello, my pretty, crooned the fox. I was a friend of your brother's. It looks like trouble runs in the family. Do let me help you cross the river. Just jump onto my tail. The gingerbread girl shivered, then sang in a near whisper. Do I have your promise? For a safe ride to shore, you won't drop me or eat me? That's all I implore. The fox chuckled, I promise, my sweet little tidbit. And the gingerbread girl gingerly climbed on the fox's tail. The instant the gingerbread girl climbed on the fox down into the water, ready for the fast feast. Ooh, the water is so deep. Move to my back, he insisted, thinking this cute cookie was even dumber than her brother. Anyone could tell by looking at her that she was an airhead. The gingerbread girl did what she was told. That's a good little girl, the fox said with a snicker. Oh my, the water is deeper. Now move to my head. Uh-oh. No sooner had he spoken those words than the gingerbread girl leaped into his head, pulling off a strand of her own leathery licorice hair. With expertise of a ranch hand, she triple-looped it around the fox's snout and tied it off with a half-hitch knot. You're right, she whispered in the fox's ear. I am good. The fox snarled and struggled and strained and thrashed about, but the gingerbread girl hung on, turning him back toward the crowd, riding the fox like a bucking bronco. The gingerbread girl whizzed past singing, He'll run and he'll run with a leap and a twirl. Come follow me. I'm the gingerbread girl. The awestruck crowd followed all the way back to the lonely old woman and the lonely old man's house. The gingerbread girl rolled into the kitchen, secured the fox on the table, and she mixed and measured with a leap and a twirl, singing, I'll bake you some more. I'm the gingerbread girl. The old woman and man quickly joined in to help, having a hungry, happy household to feed. From that moment on, of course, they were never lonely again. And what of the fox? The gingerbread girl was eventually able to teach him some manners, using gingerbread crumbs for treats. Most days you could see them riding across the countryside and hear a small voice drifting in the breeze. We'll run and we'll run with a leap and a twirl. I outfoxed the fox. I'm the gingerbread girl. And that is the end of the gingerbread girl. I hope you guys enjoyed this story.